Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the stream, and welcome back to Warhammer 40k. We had a few days. We had to stop here to, give some priority to Honkai Star Rail. But as I said time and time again, even though I'm still early in the game, I am ecstatic to play this game. So I do not want to spend any more time on this. Let's get back to the game. And here we were. Oh, by the way, the volume is a bit more, a bit high. We had done everything here.
I
Let's
always have a
head
backup
in.
plan.
Okay. Yeah, Henrix was exhausted, and I can't do anything about it. I mean, yet, not already.
Rise to the top or get left in the
Mostly because I
dust.
don't want to go
We
back
should
to.
deal with
Hmm.
this.
I thought the door might become openable if I got close, but didn't expect the
Always keep your eye on the prize.
toolbox. Oh, what's going on here? Why is there a cinematic? I mean, it's not a cinema, whatever. Hmm. That's a fusion reactor? Question mark. And this must be the heretic. The parchment saying the Emperor protects Aurora. Okay. Uh, how predictable your path is, how static. All the possible deaths you have skirted only to perish here, in the fiery tempest that will mark the final dawn. The woman turns to Pascal. You have arrived just in time, little cog. The schematical use the schematicals use your regalia like a mask to subdue the reactor. Mm. Uh, Pascal is probably not that happy. A cog, I cannot comprehend why apostates try to insult me by comparing me to the sacred symbol of our faith. It is irrational. Uh, yeah, he's very much not happy. The secret cog grinds all corruption to dust. From the dust, I will build order. Step away from the sacred reactor, and I might allow you to surrender. Surrender? The gall of it. You are chained to the falsehood of a dead god's religion. Captives do not take captives. Uh, Time is over, but burnt out. I can hear the fist of the future knocking on the door of the present. Choose quickly what you want to be when it walks in. A blind slave to what is gone, a faithful servant of what is to come, or a corpse. I would lay. I would take some time to rest you the details of the future that the cult prophesizes. Hopefully, when we're done, what's left of you will still be capable of coherent speech. Of course, the Inquisitor is just. Uh, what you'll be is a living torch blazing in his glory. Of course, Argenta is so fervent. Yellow, reds, violets, oranges, blues. Wild colors that scorch the eyes, but where the motley masks, and nothing but a colorless void remains. Okay. Your people wanted my head. Why? Brother Twilight, known to you as Current, marked you as a target. Your following of his plans sealed your death warrant. It is now a predestined certainty that changes can no longer affect. Are you trying to blow up the reactor? I am lighting the spark of the final dawn. Sometimes the future revealed in the edge of daybreak's vision visions is fragmented between the facets of possibility, and the view is unclear. I have glimpsed the importance of this place for what is to come, and I have solved the puzzle. The flesh of purity will transform this world and bring it closer to the materium in which it will be reborn. False believers will perish in the fire, whilst the faithful will find their salvation, their new form in it. You will never tame the spirit of this ancient and noble machine, ignorant layperson, of course. It does have a vile temper, but I have assistants who can help tame it. Uh, where? Oh, lost from spirits of the sacred iron. Take the motive force of our bodies. I implore you. We do not wish to offend the Omnissiah with the sacrileges our hands are committing. Huh. They resisted for a long time, but now their bodies and souls belong to the schismatisticals. Uh, I don't know. Line after line, the scrap code they produce will awaken the reactor's unyielding spirit as well, and it too will yearn for change and freedom. Tell me, who are you? Aurora, servant of Uralan the Cruel, and the spark of the final dawn that is destined to set Racket Moraris ablaze. A great path for one who was born into the Imperium's bondage but shunned her predestination in favor of the changes promised by the Edge of Daybreak. Well, tell me about this, Uralan. Your flippancy is so amusing. Why you have no inkling of the chasm that separates us? Chasm. I don't know. He is a prophet who foresaw our impending doom and who graciously bestowed upon us the right to choose different paths. He is a shard of ancient wisdom from a time before we. Okay, Rogue Trader, I can't wait to close this creature's mouth with a seal of death. Or are you saving this glorious deed for yourself? Give me a sec. I'm asking questions. Okay, tell me about that. Our teacher, our savior, our merciful God, born in the materium out of the woes of those laboring under a legacy of ignorance and servitude, and remembers you, Claire von Valanches. The silly savior fantasy you have been acting out amuses the true masters of those people's fates. So, what's the final dawn? Sorry, I'm not ready. I'm killing my voice here. How are the others? No. Okay. Everyone born in the Imperium has a predestination. Yeah, everyone is predestined to something. I know. Even your path is predestined. Sorry, Rogue Trader. You will inevitably perish on your quest to expand humanity's domain, and your end will be particularly grim and ghastly. The fruits of your efforts will be enjoyed by others, the eternal aristocrats who dwell on Mars, Terra, and the other safe worlds. Okay, nice. So. Why are you blinding people? Uh, yeah, I mean, that was alright. Yeah. Uh, the edge of daybreaks. Of daybreak, not daybreaks. Mm, okay.
example out of you.
I will take you down.
I did not really understand what that was. Oh, fuck. It's a refractor shield, I believe. Or still some kind of shield. Okay, we have quite a few enemies here. Gunners and Electro Priests. And some other here. Now, Claire, get in cover. I could also put her here so that she can shoot. Yeah, maybe that's better. You act quite close to the start. Okay. 24 enemies. Quite bad. Abelard is on this side, so let's put him here, I'd say. Let's go in order. Pascal, you're on the side too. Shit, that's not great, but okay, go. When does Pascal act? After Argenta, so go here. You're on my side, so go here. Here, maybe it's better. He acts close to the beginning, so that's good. Actually, put him here so you can go ahead. Abelard, we've already positioned. Argenta. Wait, Argenta's on my side. Shit, my bad. So I can't put her there. How early does Argenta act? Not that early. I'll move her later, I guess. And you go here. Let's start.
Just a minor setback.
Okay. Let's use this immediately. I can't move here. Okay. I mean, why not? I should move for this, but okay.
Pain and duty go hand in hand.
Okay, awesome. I can't. No, it's fine. I don't need to use the sword enemy. I can use just this and be good for now. Henrix. Alright, Argenta's gonna spray, so him being out in the open is not great. Okay. Okay, let's do this.
I won't object to it. For the throne's glory.
Okay. I don't have any more. Ah, shit. Okay, I did not calculate that right, but let's leave it at that. Okay, they are moving to create a line of fire, I guess. Now, my character. Okay, it's best to use this. After all, I don't think I'm gonna move that much. Maybe killing the Electro Priest is a good idea.
It's as good as done.
I have only 2 more. So, I guess doing this, and a normal shot.
I'll see to it personally.
After all, the next turns I can do the
On it.
better shot. I don't remember the name. The Dead Eye shot. I could also go for someone farther. I mean, I could go for this and try to kill the one behind
I'll
him.
see to it personally.
Ah, I did not die. Did not die, but whatever.
I won't go down easy.
Okay. If I do this, I hit a lot of enemies, which is good. Even though there's a lot of zeros. Oh no, it's just the covers. Okay, let's do this.
Without deeds is worthless. I'll do it.
This is fine. No, the percentages here are really low. Let me see if I move here. Somewhat better. Well, let's do it.
I act. Doubt is for the weak.
Okay. Voice of command on Abelard. Requires 1.
I'm not accustomed to being ordered around.
I could also go here and use her wave, like in this cone. I have only 2 though. So I have to decide. Let's do this actually. Oh, that's not gonna hit them. What if I go here and do this? Not great though. It only hits them. Okay, change my mind. Let's do this.
Be careful not to cross my gaze.
I will do my duty. One fewer target.
Okay. And now,
I'll show you why navigators are feared.
No, that's not what I wanted to do. This shouldn't kill my movement, should it? It just did. Can I charge? I
Tried and
can.
tested tactics are the best ones. Grey hair, sure hand. Reduced to dust.
Okay, another one down. We have still a lot more though. No, Cassio's fine here. I mean, you just tried to kill your own man, but it's fine by me.
The scriptural prognosis is favorable.
Okay. I guess you can come here and... what's this again? Plasma... Okay. No, let's actually just do this. Okay, and then shoot.
Sire knows all, comprehends all.
Fucking what?
Flesh is weak, yet iron knows no pain.
See my great
me.
works, masters!
Man, I just wanna throw a grenade in there. I don't know if anyone has any grenade readies now. Ready. Not by readies. Why did I say readies? If I go here... Hello! My stream? It's been going alright. How are you? Wait, can I charge to... I can't. But I can charge here. How are you doing?
My place is at the fore. One few at a time.
I'm glad to hear that. No, that's not what I want to do. Yeah, no, I can't charge him.
Indeed. At your beck and call.
Me, I'm alright, I'm alright. It's been a fine day all day. All in all, at least.
It will be
Do
done.
it again. Hmm. The other enemies are a bit far. No, it's not. But it's the one I'm very hyped about these days. I know, I hate doing this, but I have to tell you, if you are here to offer me some graphics or anything like that, well, thank you for the follow, but don't bother because I don't need anything. I already have someone working on it.
Let's see to it.
Actually, you know what? Let's actually use it
I'll
with
see
him.
our foes obliterated. Naturally. I'm done with this one.
Okay, good.
I won't object to it. I'll put my psychic abilities to use. Your reckoning is due. I need a foothold.
Only 5? Well done. It was a good run anyway. Oh fuck, I didn't read the round until the reactor explodes. What? That's very, very bad. And I'm not even joking. Okay, 95, okay, let's kill him, I'd say. Yeah, my character is gonna move on the next turn. So let's just kill him.
It's as good as done. Another enemy down.
They are far. I could use... what's our secondary again? Oh, it's Flamer, okay. If I decide to shoot, it's 42, not that bad.
I will
Okay.
bathe this battlefield in righteous fury. As the Emperor commands, I act.
Duh, why? Don't miss. It's really a terrible moment to miss now. Of course. You missed again. There's no one who can actually hit Cassia here, so let's do it. And
I
give
have
some
read
buffs to
tomes of
Noskal.
military tactics. I am a navigator, not a servitor.
No. That's too far. Yeah, okay. Useless. I would need my characters to really move, but...
He is the tread of his faithful. My vow is to serve.
Okay, this should be good.
Request denied.
What? Why?
Running binaric override.
Of course didn't kill it. No, I don't need that.
Throw.
Follow my lead. Reduce the dust.
Okay, that's as far as I can get with the charge, so let's actually do it.
Victory is imminent.
Uh, well, okay, it's the only one I can see.
No matter the cost.
Okay, that's probably the best.
One fewer target.
Ah, that one parried. Shit. Actually,
I will do my duty. I took care of this one.
okay, we are out. But that was very good.
For the throne's glory.
Okay, very good. Yeah, do it.
I'm done with this one.
And I'm glad you are. Now hide.
The Emperor is on our side. I won't go down easy.
Oh, we increased the rounds until the reactor explodes. That's very good. Can I do... Okay,
I'll make
that.
it happen.
Wait, what did I use again? Oh, I used explosive weakness. Shit. This one is useless, because he has no exploits anymore. Yeah. So let's just do this. And attack.
I'll see to it first.
What? I missed. Okay.
I've suffered well.
Abelard is tanking like everything that is being thrown at him. Can I burst them? Yeah, I'm never gonna hit them, but I can. What if I go with single shot? It's still shit, so better to burst them.
The enemies of the Emperor will be undone. Faith without deeds is worthless.
Well, I took out their cover. Go back after all, they can fend for themselves.
Isn't this a job for the serfs?
Cut me some slack, it's not a job for the serfs.
Me? If you insist, Lord Captain.
95, please kill him. Oh, thank you. You also come back. You got nothing else to do, do you? I mean, I can do this in general and keep going. Fucking what? Okay, if I go for a single attack, I'm definitely not gonna kill him, but I can do this. Actually. Let's do this.
Indeed.
Okay, great. Can you... No, you can't. Unless
I've
I
seen
do
worse
this.
battles than this in my time.
Ah, well, no more AP.
Get me a target. Your reckoning is
Okay, good. Abelard is too far, but wait, I'm stupid.
Everyone, step aside. I won't object to it.
Okay, let's not exaggerate, after all. I don't want to increase the thing too much. Well, I can... Wait, I can shoot at him from here? How in the hell?
I'm ready
I'll
for whatever
accept it.
comes. It's as good as done. Your end was inevitable.
Okay. Your plan is to halt the approach of what is to come. I see a crimson trail leading humanity to its doom. I see the glow of final dawn, and and that means existence has made its choice. Uh, fuck. Crimson trail. Oh yeah, okay. Okay. The light is gone. What is it? The final dawn? But why was it so different from what our teacher promised? Uh-huh. You will pay for this. The woman, body. Her mask hits the ground with a dull thud, confirming purgation and termination. Yeah, you're right about that. The motley hues have rejected her, leaving only a grayish-green thread, the news that the heretic put around her own neck. I have seen this many times before. No one can escape fear itself. Frame rate, please. I mean, please. I need no more than a minute. No, thank you. I'm alright. Please? Okay. Uh-huh. But they're texting. Ah, okay. No human-made object. It was grown from wraith bone, a material favored by the Eldari. Yeah, I know about that. Okay. What does that do? You will gain mysterious sword handguard. No, thank you. Uh, mm, in this case, I think I want to, buy over Henrik. So I think I could do this. It's a tool over the arch enemy. Yeah, I am most grateful for your vigilance. Curious. Curious about what? On behalf of the Holy Orders, I thank you for your cooperation and release you from requisition. From this moment on, I am at your service. I am ready to come aboard your ship and head for Footfall as soon as you deem possible. That is, if you do not have any other business in this system, in which case I am prepared to assist you in its prompt resolution. Remove Aurora's mask. Okay. Let us finish cleansing the monastery, Pascal. Okay. Miraculous fusion reactor. Okay.
I always keep my options open.
Let's see, what do you have? Avenger Gauntlets. All attacks of opportunity deal an additional agility bonus damage. Okay. Hmm. No, okay, there's nothing else. Only for heretical characters. No, who has high agility? No. Ugh. She has it, but she doesn't really do any attack opportunities. No, it's not great for me right now.
Let
Well,
us not
let's not
dawdle.
just loot the others. Las guns, Carapace, okay, that's normal stuff. Anything here? Nope.
Keep your wits about you.
Normal stuff.
I always have a backup plan.
Yeah, okay. Anything here? No?
Is there money to be made?
Okay. I think we can
Always
go
keep
back.
your eye on the prize.
Nothing else here, right? Hmm. Let me save and go back up.
Rise to the top, or get left in the dust.
Okay. Well, you're welcome. I guess they're gonna like me now.
Let us not
And I'm
dawdle.
talking about profit. I know that there was that cogitator that I could try and guess the password of, but I have no clue what that is. Oh, my back. It just cracked like hell. I don't need to open the gate. Or maybe I do. That didn't mean to do that. Sorry. I say we
Keep
can
your wits
return to the
about
void
you.
ship. Do we need to go back to the governor now? Apologies, guys. It's evening for me, and as usual, I'm tired as heck. Even though I'm on holiday right now. For a few days still. Okay. Maybe I don't need to.
Rogue Trader. I was somewhat brusque at our first meeting, and I would like to make up for it by expressing my thanks for your assistance in the electrodynamic Cenobium. Your arrival could not have come at a better time.
You're welcome.
Thanks to you, I have succeeded in finding the object that brought me to this system in the first place. Now that the weapon of corruption has been seized from the cult, I can satisfy the Lord Inquisitor's wish and travel with you to Footfall, once you have finished your business on Rycat.
Mm-hmm.
There is one more thing. The Lord Inquisitor gave me this item some time ago. He must have thought it likely that I would find myself aboard this vessel sooner than he. I was instructed to deliver this device to Lady Theodora. However, given recent events, I believe I ought to present it to you. This is an elucidator, a sacred machine capable of translating the languages of remote and lost worlds into Low Gothic. It can
Oh,
even
okay.
process Xenos languages to a certain degree. Not without infelicities, but possibly well.
Yeah, let's go with this.
Certainly not. The Elucidator is such a rare and complex creation of the Omnisia that neither I nor any of
Omnisia.
my colleagues would dream of compromising its integrity. If you wish, have your tech priests confirm that there are no listening devices inside.
I always said Omnissiah. Okay. Uh-huh. Okay, interesting.
Apologies in advance if I unknowingly violate the protocol for conversing with someone of your elevated status. I think a slip in composure is to be expected when one is hosted personally in the Lord Captain's study.
What do you plan to do now?
I would like to offer my assistance in resolving your immediate problems. I am aware that the ship suffered considerable losses during the recent mutiny and was damaged by the cultists' actions, and you have lost many valuable officers as well.
Yeah, that's
You
true.
are in a difficult situation. I am at your disposal.
Okay, what will you... sorry, what do you think will become of the electrodynamics Cenobium?
It all depends on the electro priests who survived the attack. Fortunately for them, the cultists did not manage to seriously corrupt the holy site, partly thanks to the priesthood's efforts. Nevertheless, I would not be surprised if the local explorator fleet decides to audit and purge the damaged units once it hears about what has happened.
Hmm. I don't know if I should say that, but whatever.
After serving in the Holy Ordos all these years, I am used to people being wary of me.
Mm, yeah, I know it sounds very heretical, but
Such a fear sometimes indicates that a person has something to hide. Lack of guilt proves nothing. Even thoughts can be dangerous heresy.
I know. I must return to my duties. Okay. Oh, someone's trying to contact me.
Thank you for your time. Please consider me at your complete disposal while I am aboard your vessel.
Okay. Okay. The vessel was impatient and rumors about you not simply saving the trajectory response, but actually eliminating the source of the mutiny and spreading like wildfire. Box transmissions from across the world speak of nothing else. Good to hear. Governor Medina is expecting you at his command center to discuss matters. Okay, we have to go back. We are ready to depart immediately. Just give the orders. And dialogue. Okay. Let's level the hell up. I could get that because with a sniper rifle, they take a lot of damage. You know what? Yeah, that's actually a good idea in my opinion. Uh, ballistic skill? Yeah. Idira. Hmm. I already have that. Sorry. That's not bad. It's not bad. Yeah, I think I'm going for foreboding. Can I actually take anything else because I got psi rating? No, I can't. Mm-hmm. No. Bonus is just 5, so it's too early for that. Yeah. And willpower. Not you. Sorry. Uh, no. Yes. Yes. It gives me plus 11. It's great, and I think it's retroactive for later. Uh, commerce, I guess. Not the most important skill in my opinion, but hey. Okay. Nice. I say this one. And bolt weapon expert could be good. Yeah, let's go with that. Now, Abelard, what about you? Revenge could be good. Could be good. Here, you are a tank, so you can get revenge quite easily against enemies. Corruption is not his best, I'd say now. Demolition, it's Argenta's thing. Medicae, Pascal. It's whatever, I can't get these. So, what's the best? 39, 40, 30. Okay, let's go with Demolition. Whatever, it's really not important. You, on the other hand, I could go for ramming speed, it's really good. Mm, not bad. Actually, not bad in my opinion. That's Abelard's thing. Well, just guess you can go with Lorcino's. And we got Pascal still. Sorry, I just... Uh-huh. Let's go with that. He needs to be front line. Okay. Go with weapon skill, I guess. And we're good. Let me save. Oh yeah, we put Claire's picture there. Time for our usual round of talking to everyone.
Lord Captain.
Anything to say? Nope. Idira. No, I don't need a story right now. Oh, we got Pascal and Abel here. Abel is half black, half white, half red. That's weird. Whatever.
The Messiah knows all, comprehends all.
Tell me the truth.
The request is approved. I did conceal certain information. I was a student of Archmagus Amanat, but I committed an act of betrayal after he deviated from sacred dogma.
What? What did he do?
He fell into schism and challenged the sacred boundaries of knowledge. The blessed Amanat claimed the limits of what is permitted must be expanded, because by refusing to explore certain law, we find ourselves in contempt of the seventh universal law. Comprehension is the key to all things.
Okay.
My mentor
I remember
holds
that
a
right.
thesis claiming that we have stagnated, that ritual is now nothing but a cage for souls and false worship of the Omnissiah. He sought to break the cycle
It is the
of
Omnissiah.
mindless repetition
So where did it?
because he saw the inevitable
Whatever.
demise of our faith and all humanity at the end of it.
That seems like a theological argument, not a political one.
Even those who have ascended to the Omnissiah's wisdom still bear the seed of imperfection born of their flesh. But the ambitions of individuals mean little when we discuss ritual and belief. Knowledge is divine, and any argument as to how it must be reached is an argument of ritual and belief.
Okay. How did you betray him?
The teachings of the blessed Amanat spread, and word of it reached the conclave of the cognizant fleet. They recognized his teachings as tech heresy. Many tech priests suddenly vanished or were subjected to servo penance for minor transgressions. The students of Amanat, whose number included many enlightened and respected brothers, resisted. My prognosis showed that our most likely future was a schism and a fratricidal war that would destroy the Cognizance fleet. That was when I headed to the Conclave.
Mm-hmm.
I confessed and handed the information about my mentor's research over to the Conclave. Brazen, anathematic studies of the Forbidden Law. The Conclave could use that data to summon Archmagus Amanat to stand trial and compel him to repent on pain of excommunicate traitoris. His subsequent fate is unknown to me.
Okay, so you betrayed your mentor.
This statement is true. However, I took this step out of loyalty to my mentor. He rejected caution and was leading us to a blasphemous war where he would become the first and most important victim. I did not want to witness his destruction and tried to force him to submit. I
Okay.
wanted to return to my mentor and share his fate. But the Conclave found me repentant and sent me to the station Alter Templum Calixis EXT-17, where I was to atone for my previous
Okay, now I
transgressions.
understand why they sent you there. That's kind of true, though.
This statement is false. I, Pascal Hahnemann, fully accept responsibility for my profane acts and betraying the trust of my esteemed mentor.
Hmm. So, why do you go to Record
I
Minorities?
was summoned there by a message that was encrypted with the Blessed Amanat's personal code, and could be interpreted in several ways. One thing was certain: we were in danger, and I had to go to Rycat Minoris.
The tech priest named Abel, who is he?
Assessing his personality is difficult. The spirit of Brother Abel is different from that of most people. Tech comrades of the Cog call such persons quiet ones. He
Mm-hmm.
possesses significant intellect, but shuns communication.
Ah, fuck, okay.
So far, I have not been able to determine why Abel summoned me to Rycat Minoris. How he is related to the Blessed Amanat, or why he bears the same name as me. Perhaps Reverend Abel may not be fully able to actualize and interpret the available data.
So what are you gonna do next?
I
What's your
was
plan?
wrong when I assumed it was the Blessed Archmagus Amanat who assumed the guise of Abel Hahnemann. But there is a connection between him and the Reverend Abel, and I intend to uncover the nature of
Okay,
this link. Acknowledged. I will return to ruminating.
good.
Many
Let me save after this, I don't wanna go through again. Okay. What are you working on? You got some. Okay. This is the romantic computation procedure. The depersonalized minds of these machine servants are in the data dream, processing enormous arrays of assorted data and aggregating them. Virtually all results of such synthesis are scrap data, but occasionally we have noted coincidences whose exactness defy the logic. It is an extremely rare and venerated form of statistical augury, but tech brother Abel is adept at this form of appealing to the Deus Mechanicus. Well, mhm. Huh, okay. The crystal is exquisite in clear water. Deviation from the cycle trajectory has been increased, as was Arman's wish. Okay. Uh, oh, okay. He has dedicated this a lesser area to you. Uh, the piece is distinguished by a high degree of acoustic harmony and is fit for use as a motto, auxiliary, identifier, or epitaph. Well, thank you. The gift is disproportionate, but it does signify personal affinity. Why do you do it? It is how we execute the quest for knowledge in the hope that Machine God grants us an epiphany. So, okay, it's research. Inspect the sacred machine. Okay, okay. We follow path, but cycles the advantage of predictability, abandoning. Okay. Yeah. Okay. How are you feeling, Abel? So, okay. So he is kind of back in shape. Yeah. Are you free from possession? You're free from possession, are you not? I trust that you do not pose a threat to my ship. Okay. It troubles him so. Sign of deeper. Receives something. Okay. Okay. So, what judgment do you speak of? Only he knows, but if my tech brother fears that he might not make the right decision at the critical moment. Okay. Okay. Why are you so concerned about him? There is no. Mm-hmm. Well, tell me. Okay, you just feel kinship for him. It's all good. I will not try to give Evil any undue cause for dread. Why do you and Pascal have the same name? Evil freezes. Okay. And then... let's try that. Okay. Yeah, still, I did not imagine there would be any poets. Do you understand what he was referring to? No, he is not. Okay. No, I'm not gonna be sharp and angry to him. And okay. Okay. So we are just acting just as Armanats wants, right? I'm glad to see you. Okay. Oh, here's Arnix. Let's talk to him as well. Tell me a little about yourself.
I'm usually the one interested in the pasts of those around me, not
But
the
I'm the
reverse.
captain.
I come from a night world, Guizorn 3. I belong to a branch of one of the noble houses until my exceptional abilities were discovered. After that, I was sent on a black ship to Holy Terra, where I was trained and I began my service for the glory of the Imperium.
Oh, okay. You remember your own planet?
I do, but I have no ties to my homeworld now. None except my first name. I left Guizorn 3 when I was still a child. My family disowned me, stripping me of my family name. I was given a new one by those who trained me. Even for a noble, being branded a psyker is a mark of eternal shame. I experienced that firsthand before I
Okay.
was put on the black ship.
How did you discover your abilities?
Like many psychers unaware of their curse, I found out when a strong emotional reaction triggered an involuntary response. My great-aunt had a pet grink. One day, it bit me, and I boiled it from inside out.
Wow, nice.
And when my great-aunt slapped me for what I'd done, I boiled her too.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go with
I
that.
don't consider raw emotions to be a necessity in everyday communication. But let me assure you that I am more than capable of anger. Fortunately for others, I learned to focus it. Properly measured rage reveals the full potential of combat psychana, in much the same way as aged cheese reveals the notes of a mature amasec.
Tell me about the black ship.
Picture a vast prison ship, filled with frightened, angry psychers who can't control their abilities and who have just lost their homes and their families.
Yeah,
Some
that's
of them were children and
terrible.
adolescents like I was. Some were monstrous creatures who no longer had the right to be called human, or psychopaths who reveled in their impure powers. Once, when one of the miscreants broke free, those in command simply depressurized the bay and got rid of the culprit. along with the prisoners and crew tainted by him. But even after that,
Man, that's
I heard
rough.
the echo of inhuman suffering and terror that filled that part of the ship. It grieves me to recall that episode to this day.
So you were sent to the Inquisition straight after training?
No. First, I was accorded the status of a psyker fit for service in the Imperial Guard, where I then spent several years. It was only afterward that I became an agent of the Golden Throne.
Oh, okay. Let's talk about something else. How long have you been... how long have you served in the Inquisition?
Since the day of my initiation as an acolyte. So, decades. How many real years it's been, it's hard to say. When I return from a journey through the warp, I often discover that much more or much less time has passed in real space.
Yeah, you're right about that. You visited many worlds during your service on Wager.
Indeed, I have visited many of the places brought to the Emperor's light, and those sullied by the filth of the arch-enemy. In truth, even after all these years spent visiting the various corners of the Imperium and looking beyond its borders, I still consider the Segmentum Solar to be the greatest of all humanity's
I
bastions.
mean, fair
Nothing
enough.
compares to the majesty of Holy Terror, the might of Mars, the grandeur of the Segment's other worlds.
Yeah, that's fair. What duties have you been carrying out for the Inquisition
You can't
as an
really be
Inquisitor?
expecting me to answer that question, can you?
I tried. Uh, yeah, that's true.
The first step for biomancers such as myself is to take control of the processes of their own body, including aging. I've endured innumerable hazards in my work. If I allowed every trace of them to remain, I would look completely different today.
Okay, didn't know you could do that. Let's change the subject.
Gladly.
Uh, okay.
Of course not. The Lord Inquisitor's entourage comprises dozens of people. The best of the best. Experts in various fields and disciplines. Some of them I know personally. Others I've never met. To be honest, I'm not even certain that the people I know are still alive. I used to work with other acolytes of the Lord Inquisitor, but in the Coronis Expanse, I've been working alone.
Okay. Don't you get lonely?
I had never even considered such a thing before you asked. Perhaps I do. Sometimes.
Yeah, no, I'm not interested in that. Let's go with this.
Perhaps. When we both find a suitable time.
Yeah, let's ask.
We are not a retinue. We are acolytes. As for your question, I am closer than anyone else to the one I call my personal teacher. The Lord Inquisitor deemed me worthy of undertaking the most important and sensitive tasks requiring the attention of agents of the Golden Throne.
I'm glad to hear that. You're so important. Are there other acolytes in the Cronus Expanse? Oh, okay. Let's talk about something else.
Such as?
What can you do as a psyker?
The Lord Inquisitor was most insistent that I master the discipline of Santic Demonology. I use my faith and my power to crush the enemies of the Imperium. Servants of Chaos tremble at the sound of the Emperor's name, uttered by my lips. I am also a skilled biomancer. I can manipulate bodily processes. Sometimes I resort to those skills in the course of my work, when it is necessary to make the subject of an interrogation more cooperative.
I will take my leave. Interesting talk. I didn't expect that aging part of him. Anything interesting? Nope. Very quick to the huntsman. Nothing. Argenta.
Greetings.
Nope. Bye. Cassia. No.
I...
This one doesn't even have a silhouette. And it's T-posing. What the? Okay, that must be a bug. The fuck, all the servitors are T-posing. Let me check if I talk to everyone. Yeah, I'd say so. Let's go. I hope that this dialogue at least is voiced, and I think I'm gonna close the stream with this dialogue.
I always have a backup plan.
Let me save. And let's talk to the governor. No, it's not greetings. Master Von Calyx, it pleases me to see you in good health. Hope that you accomplished what you intended to at the Electrodynamics Synovium. Okay. I can't express how grateful I am for your help. Now that well, okay. It's just saying thank you. Oh, okay, good. I mean, okay. Okay. This is what we will do tomorrow. But with that said, guys, thank you all for joining me, and I'll see you tomorrow. Goodbye, guys. Have a good one.